Motorola claims that this is the world's most powerful flip phone. I've been using this Moto Razr 60 Ultra for a while now, and we truly put Moto's claims to the test. My name is Manik Beri, you're watching Gadgets 360, and let's talk about the Moto Razr 60 Ultra. Right off the bat, this is the world's first flip phone to come in wooden and Alcantara finishes. The Pantone green and Alcantara looks and feels premium. It has a titanium hinge tested for 8 lakh volts durability, and the side-mounted fingerprint sensor is also snappy. And this hinge, it can keep this phone open at insanely aggressive angles. The cover screen is also super useful. 4-inch 165Hz high refresh rate panel, and you can play Android Auto games, Game Snack, and use any apps you want, and also use the main cameras for preview with this screen, so the selfies are really good. Now coming to the main screen, the Moto Razr 60 Ultra is also the world's first phone with a Pantone validated display in a flip screen. Pantone is an American company that makes a Pantone matching system, which is widely used as a standard for color accuracy. As a result, a Pantone validated screen means that the colors you see will be very close to authentic. I like this tall and sleek display, and the crease is also very minimally visible. Now, while most devices give you a good experience at 120Hz, this phone has something better because the inner screen is also 165Hz refresh display. But the real usability of the flip form factor is in the cameras. Open the camera in video mode, hold it halfway, and you're in camcorder mode. This is genuinely cool and retro. Plus, there's a little display cartoon on the cover screen, so if you're clicking a photo, it is a cue to change the expressions, and you can also use it like a preview screen for others or for a group photo with you in it. The dual 50 megapixel cameras on the outer display are good. It started raining in Delhi on the day I got this phone, and this is what I managed to capture in the rain. Video stabilization seems to do a good job, and it also captures a great level of detail. I did not use the internal camera much other than a couple of video calls, but you can count on it in the right lighting conditions, which is most of it. It isn't as good as the duo at the back, but then it doesn't really need to. That said, you do buy a flip phone for the looks and the appeal, but it has to have solid hardware and software too. Now, Moto has equipped the Razr 60 Ultra with a Snapdragon 8 Elite chip with 16GB RAM and 512GB high-speed storage. Thanks to this triada, it should run smoothly for a couple of years, and paired with Moto's 3-year Android plus 4-year security patch promise, this is pretty future-proof. You can play BGMI at high graphics settings and asphalt for hours without much heating or performance issues. However, the chip seems to be slightly underclocked, as the phone just wouldn't let me run the 3D Mark stress test. Also, some other phones with the same chip have scored higher in our testing, which makes it seem like Moto has dialed this down to keep the phone cool. But I'm still more concerned about the battery. I tested the Moto Edge 60 Pro before this one, and the power management on that phone was spot on, lasting more than 2 days on a single charge. But the same testing on the Moto Razr drains the battery in about a day. It's a smaller battery, but I got to the end of the day every day, but there was never more than 15 to 20% left. I think this is because of the 165Hz screen, the occasional dual screen use, and even the SD8 Elite chip. But then again, this is the world's fastest charging flip phone too, 68-watt turbocharger in the box, which gives you 60% charge in 30 minutes and then 100% charge in another 30. So should you buy this phone? Let's do a quick pros and cons comparison. If you want a flip, I can recommend this phone to you for the hinge, the useful cover display, optimized interface, good cameras, and the performance. But the 4700 mAh cell, despite the optimized UI, is just not enough to make it last more than a day. And the close to lakh rupee price tag seems a bit too ambitious even for a flagship flip made like this and this when. In short, if you're willing to keep a power bank with you or use this as a secondary device, the Moto Razr 60 Ultra is a good package. And if you have any questions related to this phone or any other phone, drop a comment and we'll answer that for you. You were watching Gadgets 360. My name is Manik Beri, and I'll see you in the next video.